Hello, we're at the Irish Football Fan TV. We're here at the HBV studios in Clare Hall, and I'm joined by newly appointed St. Pat's manager, Team Clancy. Firstly, team, I suppose, how have you been settling into the new role?
Yeah, listen, it's been a good couple of months, but it's a long couple of months in the off season and then pre-season to get started. So yeah, it's been enjoyable. Lads have worked very hard, and now we're looking forward to Friday night in the President's Cup.
Yeah, you've obviously come in off the back of a really good season for Drogheda. I suppose the pressure might be a little bit different this time around. You were, I suppose, underdogs to stay up last year. This time with St. Pat's, you've just won the FAI Cup, and now I suppose the pressure would be different in the league. You'll probably be looked at, I suppose, your objectives in terms of finishing higher up in the league this time around. How are you feeling going into it?
Yeah, listen, that's what you sort of look for in football. You want to get into a job where there's pressure and expectations, and you'll be scrutinised more with the teams that you're higher up in the division. And obviously Pats had a brilliant season last season, finishing second in the league, and they ran Rovers for as long as they could, and then at the end of the season it sort of fell through. That Rovers sort of pulled away, and then they had the brilliant end of the season with winning the cup, and it's my job now to try and keep that momentum going and build on last season and try and improve on last year, which will be a big task. Yeah,
I'm just looking at it around your squad. Obviously you've brought in players from Drogheda who you know as well, and you've obviously brought in your good mate Owen Doyle as well, but you also have, if you look around there, you know, you've got some good really young players coming through there as well. And obviously we know James has gone on for Udinese now in the summer, and I think he's back on loan with you guys, but like the players coming through as well as what you've added, it must be very exciting for the season ahead.
Yeah, it is. It's exciting times. We've a lot of young good players at the club, and we've added a few lads as well that I worked with previously, and obviously bringing in the experience of Owen Doyle and his threat in the top end of the pitch. And we've brought in Tunde as well from Finn Harps, who had a very good season at the end of last season, and that lad to us in the top end of the pitch. It's our job to get the best out of the players that we have, and try and get the squad as competitive as possible, and try and get the mix on the pitch right. And this is something I'm really looking forward to get going on.
And you also mentioned the President's Cup this Friday against Shamrock Rovers. You know, we know they've got Jack Byrne and a number of other players back this season. That's a challenge in itself, but it could be something to kind of, if you hit the ground running there, it could be a good marker for the season then.
Yeah, it's going to be a big test for us. I think they're the benchmark this season now, where they're standing above everyone else the way they have been the last few years, and rightly so. I think they've been excellent, and spoke previously there with Stephen about the continuity they had within the squad, and they've been able to build and each year, and I think that's something that we got to look at as well going forward, is to make sure that we're not in a situation where at the end of the season that players are speaking to every other club to see what they can be offered first, and we've got to try and keep our best players and build longer than year to year. And this season now with Shamrock Rovers, the way they are very strong in the last two seasons, we're looking to try and compete and get closer to them and push them as far as we can.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I want to wish you the best of luck for the season ahead, and thank you very much for your time.
No bother, thanks a million.
Cheers, top man.